Hi there. Welcome to an episode of Rocky Off the Rails, but this time something a little different. I'm not available for this show, and this show will be coming out in October. So, welcome to you from the future. This is the first of probably a few parts that I'm going to do about putting together a car shop. It's one of 3 or 4 structures that are in my engine facility area for both the car maintenance and engine maintenance. So there's a 2-stall engine shed. There is a machine shop as well. And then there's a car shop. So let's get right to it. So this is the kit that I have. I've had this for a little while. And this particular kit looks pretty good. It's got a brick exterior to it. What does Walther say about this? So it says the prototypes for railroad buildings like the Walther's Cornerstone Carshop evolved into long specialized structures dedicated to freight or passenger car repairs. Several tracks ran the entire length of the building so cars could be moved quickly between workstations, handling trucks, brakes, interiors, and other appliances. Perfect for servicing any kind of equipment, this kit features a modular design so several can be combined to build a larger building. Although I am only going to be using a single kit, just because I don't have room in that area of the layout for more than a single kit. And it's a natural for modeling all kinds of heavy industries. Without the car shop, a railroad just doesn't run. Big enough to look right, small enough to fit steam or diesel era layouts. This model is packed with features, detailed brickwork, and authentic sawtooth style roof with skylights, separate windows, roll-up doors, openings in the floor for rail, and everything right down to the decals is included. The basic car shop kit, as shown, builds a 3-car shop measuring 7 by 5 1/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And you can read the centimeters there if you want. The car shop is one of a wide variety of cornerstone and scale model railroad buildings. Okay, so that's a picture of what it might look like well modeled, and with some of the doors rolled up and a car about to go in and a car over on the other end. And then if we click over here, this is a picture of the box, but let's go and take a look over here at not the workbench, but the overhead view. So what do we have here? We've got the box. I've already opened that. We have the instructions here. And since this is the first part, we're not going to get into all the things that we would do here, but we're at least going to go over the parts that we need to put together to make this structure happen. So those are the instructions. And then I've already gone through and cut these out of the sprues. So there's the sawtooth roof. These are not painted yet. I am going to paint these by the next episode. In fact, that's what you'll see by the next episode. Here's all the window frames cut out. There's a lot of windows in this right here. Okay. They also have all the clear glass, but those are in the train room. Here's 2 roll down doors. These are the end caps that go to cover. Let's see, if I get this right. So they go probably like that at the end, so that the end has doesn't have a smooth finish, but it has a finish that makes it look like it was some aluminum or some steel siding there. It's warranty information. I don't know, that might not even be for this kit. And then there's some I think internal structure here for building across and holding up the roof. As you could see right here, those 3 pieces come across this way. So then we also have both ends of the building, and you can see there's 3 stalls here along with windows that will be put in on the top. It's all kind of brickwork. I am going to be painting that because I don't like the plasticky look to this. And that'll be better than the roundhouse that I did, that I left mostly in that plastic look. And then the 2 sides. So you can see this is why there are so many window frames, because there are 8 in this and 8 in this and 3 in each endpoint. So there's 16 plus 6, 22 pieces there. So then we've got again, these are all these little triangle pieces that go on the sawtooth roof. And then these 4 pieces are the window frames for the sawtooth roof, and there's also clear glass or acrylic that will be glued to those. And then there's these interior pieces. How do these get installed? Yeah, so these appear to be they hold up the interior frame that holds the roof up. So we'll get to that as well. And then you've got finally I think have I painted this? Feels like I might have. I think I have, because the bottom looks like a different color. So I believe I painted this with a kind of a gray, concrete gray spray. It's quite a while ago. It's been sitting on the layout for quite some time. So this is the supposed concrete floor. You see there are 3 places for the rails to go. I'm only going to model a single rail that will go all the way through. The other 2 will end here. So I won't be making those pass through. And mostly because they will extend into the area on the layout where there is, see, I'm trying to see how many minutes we are in now. Sorry about that. 9 minutes in. So these will, there's not enough room for these to go all the way through. Now the track I've got on the layout is already laid, so this just slides under there, and actually the rails don't have ties on them, so they just sit in here. And then on this side, where there will be a rail that passes all the way through, it will continue on, and the door will be open. So that's the reason why I have right now have only taken out 2 of these doors for the end. And so they will go something like that at this end of the building. So there you go. I mean, those doors will be in place. I'm going to also paint these so they will also, they won't look so plasticky. I'm not going to paint the rest of these interior pieces, mostly because you're not going to really be able to see those. So I'm going to focus on just painting the exterior pieces. So the main paint is going to be the brickwork here. And there's ordinarily, I think in a structure, we might paint the interior with a gray or a black to create, to stop light from coming through from if you have lights in a lit building inside. However, there's so many windows here that I don't think that really matters. So we're not going to really focus on having a dark color in here. In fact, one of the things I want to do is to make sure that the glue will adhere. I won't be painting this interior side. At least that's my way that I'm going to go about doing this. So what have we got coming up next? So after this show, after this first episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the garage. I may even get some B-roll of that painting that I'll add in the next episode, possibly. I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. And so that's going to do it for this first part of the segment of the show. So we will stop the recording of this for now and pick up after we've painted. Okay? That's it for now. We'll see you soon.